Electrical measuring instruments. This video is to help with vocabulary for a diploma in electrical engineering. How to learn vocabulary. First, you learn the meaning, then you remember the spelling, then you listen to the pronunciation and you practice. So I hope that this video will help you with measuring instruments for electrical engineering. Ammeter. Ammeter. An instrument used to measure current. For example, use an ammeter to measure the current. For spelling, you need to remember that we have a double M here, and pronunciation is quite easy. Ohm Meter. Ohm Meter. An instrument used to measure resistance. For example, the electrician used an ohm meter to measure the resistance in the circuit. As you can see in this picture, he's measuring the resistance in the battery. Ohm meter has a difficult spelling because of the first three letters. Ohm, the unit of measurement for resistance. This is a Greek word, so it's spelt strangely. O-H-M, and then meter is spelled the same. Voltmeter. Voltmeter. An instrument used to measure voltage. For example, the engineer used a voltmeter to measure the voltage across the battery. For spelling, you need to remember VO for volt, and meter is the same. Multimeter. Multimeter. An instrument used to measure voltage, current, or resistance. It's a universal tool. So as you can see here, I put ammeter, ohmmeter, and voltmeter, which were the last three ones we did. But when you have a machine that does all these three things, we call it a multimeter. For example, the engineer used the multimeter to measure the current and voltage. So for spelling, you need to remember the MU for multi, and meter is the same. Circuit. Circuit. The entire path an electrical current flows along. So as you can see in the picture, we have a current going to this from the battery to the lamp. So the entire path is called a circuit. For example, check the circuit with the ammeter. For spelling and pronunciation, you need to remember these C's are different sounds. This is a S and this is a K. Circuit. And for the SIR sound, it's an I, and the KIT, we don't really pronounce this U. It's not QUIT, it's KIT. Circuit. Connect. Connect. To join things together to provide power. Like you have in the picture, the power cable connects to the socket. For example, before turning the unit on, Khalid has to connect it to the power supply. So for spelling, it's not that bad. We have a double N in the middle, connect, and then at the end we have this kt sound, connect, connect. It's a very quick sound to change to. And when you're pronouncing it, try to make the second sound stronger. It's not connect, it's connect, connect. The second sound is a bit stronger. Parallel. Parallel. This is an adjective. A circuit that has two or more paths. So as you can see in the picture, we have a circuit going to one bulb and then another. These are parallel. For example, the voltmeter connects in parallel with the light bulb. So for spelling, it's a little difficult because we have this double L and a single L at the end. So you need to remember which one's double and then single, parallel. For pronunciation, it's quite easy. It's as you see it. terminal. Terminal. A place where electricity enters or exits the appliance. For example, we need to connect each instrument to the correct terminal. So terminals will look different, but this is an example of one where we have the electricity coming in and going out of an important appliance. For spelling, it's not that difficult. Terminal, and pronunciation is as you see it as well. Universal. Universal. This is an adjective to describe something that has many different uses, sizes and styles. The picture shows a tool which is universal, but for example earlier we had the multimeter that is many different things. This is also a universal thing. So universal is describe many different uses. For example, the engineer brought the universal tool because it had many uses. For spelling, it's not that difficult. It's as you see it, but it's a long word, so you need to remember all the vowels that are in it. We have a U, an I, an E and an A, so you have to remember how many to use. For pronunciation, the third sound is the strong one. Universal. Universal. That's the stronger sound in the word. Okay, so let's review the vocab from this unit. Ammeter, Ohm Meter, Voltmeter, Multimeter, circuit, connect, parallel, terminal, universal. Okay, thank you very much.